So, because of my time in the defense world, I have long maintained a wide circle of acquaintances in defense and intelligence. And because of some corporate work I've done, I've got, I know a lot of people. People before Christopher Steele, before the, alleged Ritz Carlton tape, before all these things, in 15, were calling me up and saying, follow this money, follow that money, get your researchers to look at this, the researchers to look at that. And it was very obvious to everyone that Trump had a lot of desires to do business in Russia. He had a lot of business contacts in Russia, that his bankers were in Russia, that the money was being lent by Deutsche Bank was coming out of Russia into Bank of Cyprus and then in D Bank to help Trump. And in all these things, Russia kept popping back up. His relationship with Felix Sater, his relationship with Agalarov, his relationship with Simeon, all these people kept coming back up over and over and over and over again. And look, there's a ton of great books out right now. Isakov and Korn have written Russian Roulette. It's terrific. Luke Harding's book. There are a dozen books out there right now that can sort of give you the perspective in a larger, more holistic way than even we had. But it was obvious that Trump had a lot of ties to Russia. Now, by 16, my phone was ringing off the hook in the late summer and early fall from defense people, military people, intelligence folks from around the world, retired and active, saying, hey, you know that this guy is deeply in bed with the goddamn Russians, right? Why aren't you guys doing anything? What the hell? So, I'm going to keep that front and center because it is the key inflection point on why Trump is there. The information warfare campaign the Russians waged on his behalf was very effective. It wasn't necessarily decisive. It was a non-contributing factor in the election of Donald Trump. And it is an ongoing threat to our national security because information warfare is still warfare. And Vladimir Putin is a hostile foreign actor who is not looking out for America's interests, who's not trying to be our friend, who's not trying to be Donald Trump's friend. And, because I was in that last generation of young Cold Warriors, I've always had a little bit of a jaundiced view of Russia in terms of their government. I love Russia, by the way, and I love Russians. They're fabulous people. It's a fabulous country. Their government is a dangerous kleptocracy, and Donald Trump overtly models his life on a lot of that sort of kleptocratic and profoundly corrupt style. I wrote a piece in the Daily Beast about this the other day, just knocked it out because I know the guy who's writing these reports for Nunes. Okay, his name is Derek Harvey. He's a former Trump National Security Council employee. He's a Mike Flynn guy. He's a bad dude, and this has got his fingerprints all over it. They're going to keep trying to do this to protect the president. It blew up two big things that I think are really important. One, it now says to people that the Republican Party, for political gain, will look away from an actual threat to our country, which is horrifying. And secondly, it takes one of the few bipartisan processes in the Congress, the Intelligence Committee process, where there's an even number of R's and D's on the committee, where there is a long-standing tradition of bipartisanship and comity and putting the country before any partisan interest. That's gone now in the House side. So it's a dangerous moment, really is.